And I'm stepping the tempo and raising the rate. No time for a breath when I step in the set. I'm ahead of the metronome, setting the tone. I'm shredding the beat with a venomous thread of a sentence and spreading with intricate zones. I'm hitting the rhythm, precision, incision. I'm splitting the visions of syllable streams. I'm stacking a million decisions in seconds. I'm bending the limits of verbal machines.
Now slow it, no I don't slow it. I fold it, I mold it, I make it obey what I say. I lace it with clarity, surgical delivery, cutting the clutter away.
Every syllable placed like a blade in a braid, and a lock in the cadence with grace. I glide on the grid, every hit lands clean. I don't chase, I replace. I'm not here to spray, I'm here to aim. Redefine how the rhythm is framed. Turn chaos to order, I also the start of the crown. I didn't call it my name. Back to the blast when I double the dash. I'm accelerating past any pattern you plan. Triple to quadruple the scattered and scramble. I'm scrambling time with hand. I'm juggling out levels of language, unraveling panels of pace. I'm breaking the bracket, attacking the ladders, collapsing the map of the space. Every ball like a burst, every word like a surge, every curve getting curved into flame. I'm turning the track into fragments of static, hearing the crack in the frame. And I bring it back tight, every line locked right, every rhyme aligned in control. I don't rush, I conduct, I adjust, I construct from the one that is running the whole. From the first to the last, I read the very past, but the chaos in elegant form. Now the rhythm is mine, every second design, I don't follow the storm, I'm the storm. Still a shut, no debate, not a dictate the state, every lane now under my law. Machine gun flow, what I just unload, I decide what the bullets are for.
Speed core meltdown.
Speed core melting, I'm entering center. I'm raising the tempo, the system to burn. I'm heating the rhythm with kinetic precision. I'm making the circuits all turn. No time to delay, I'm inside of the core. I'm not in the cold from within. I'm splitting the seconds, compressing dimensions. I'm bending the structure I'm in. Every syllable scorching, I'm forcing distortion. I'm torching the tempo alive. I'm building the pressure that's ready to rupture the moment I push it to drive.
Careful. Careful, I balance the heat that you build, I distill it, refine it to something exact. I cool down the chaos, I channel the damage, I turn it to rhythm attack. Every frequency level to settle the tremor, I measure the motion with ease. I don't let it break, I reshape what you make. Now flows hot, please.
From overload spots to control, precision, outside in the state of the core. You rush to destroy, deploy, and restore, then I make it respond to me more. Now break it, I spike it, ignite it, I'm striking the core till it cracks and collapse in waves. I'm stacking the stick to the circuits, occlusion, I'm ripping the structure in phases. I'm running irrational levels of pressure, I'm shattering panels of pace. I'm turning the core into molten distortion, you hearing it melting the bass. Every bar of a heat, every word of a heat, every second a burst in the flame. I'm turning the system to slag in a flash of recovery, lifting the frame.
And I take what you melted and make it my metal. I settle the chaos and shape it anew. I forge it and force it, I morph it to order. I make every fragment pursue. Now the core is mine, the design, aligned. Every function obeys my control. From meltdown to mastery, crafted in clarity. I'm the one running the whole. Seal it tight, rewrite the code. No overload, left to ignore. Speed core meltdown. I don't just survive it, I become the core. Articulation over cargo, articulation over cargo,
Articulation over clock, I'm cranking the clock at the consonant engine beyond what is meant. I'm packing the pattern with rapid fire fragments, I'm stacking this beat till it's bent. No room for a buffer, I'm up in the number of syllables running per second I spit. I'm splitting the grid with a rigid precision, I'm shifting the script in a blitz. Every phonetic component accelerated, layered and chained in attack. I'm loading the language of voltage and rage, no safety, I'm pushing it past.
You spike it, I stabilize, balance the bandwidth and channel the flow into form. I filter the noise, I deliver with poise, I convert the distortion to norm. Every syllable placed with intention control to a surgical state. I don't just keep up, I recalibrate paths, I decide that pattern relate.
From overflow chaos to order design, I align every piece in the frame. You overclock speed, I redefine need, now it answers my name. Now break it, I max out the metric, I'm stretching the limit till circuits are snapping apart. I'm running impossible patterns and fractions of seconds, I'm cracking the chart. Triplets, the stutters, the scramble clusters as I'm juggling all chains of speed. I'm bending the beat till it glitches and skips, no structure left to read. Every bar overheat and every word overfeed, every phrase like a voltage spike. I'm turning the track into sparks in the dark, you hearing the overload strike.
Now I take control of the clock, every tick, 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 to command. I smooth all the spikes, right all the strikes, now it moves how I plan.
From chaos to clarity, overclock mastery, carry the balance with ease. I don't just fix it, I finish the system, now everything answers to me. Seal the circuit, lock the rate, no instability left in the code.
Articulation over clock,
I don't just push it,
I own the mode.
Protocol, I'm breaking the ceiling, I'm peeling the limit off everything known. Stepping beyond every measure of tempo, I'm entering zones never shown. Stacking the sentence that stretching forever, I'm threading a pressure that never will drop. No ceiling to reach, no level to breach. I excel
every second, I measure progression, I make every moment alive.
No wasted expansion, I rush into action, I channel the speed in the form. I don't just allow it, I balance and guide it, I quiet the infinite storm. From endless momentum to elegant structure, I sculpt it to answer my will. You chase the infinite, I define it, refine it, and make it stand still. Now push it, I'm crossing the border where order is gone and the logic is lost in the pace. I'm running beyond any rational pattern, I'm phasing the flow out of space. Triplets the fragments and infinite spirals, I'm stacking impossibly fast. I'm bending the beat till it phrasing the pieces, no present, no future, no past. Every ball like a blur, every word like a surge, every second dissolving in speed. I'm turning the timeline irrelevant, nothing can follow the level I lead.
And I bring it to zero, I anchor the infinite, center the cycle, I lock it in place. I finalize form, redefine norm, I restore every line into grace.
From endless to order, I border the chaos and force it to follow my rule. Now speed is a tool and I'm writing the rules of emotion, obedient, cool. Seal the protocol, no overflow, no when I'ma lead left to ignore. Render the speed, I don't just exceed it, I prefer it, it's for.
But on my mind, no good, whatever, tag, but put back, whatever, put back, whatever, go quick, whatever, put back. Keep that.
Realist attack sequences, I'm blessed in the stream with no space in between. I don't pause when I spit. Running the sentence that's stretching forever. I'm threading the pressure that's crushing the grid. No inhale, exhale, detail, derail. I derail the rail of the beat when I slide. I'm riding the rhythm, I'm driving it quicker. I'm living inside of the line. Every syllable linked in a chain with no break. I'm awake in a state of attack. I'm stacking the cadence with no hesitation, no oxygen needed for that.
You run out of air, I regulate flow.
I pace it, replace it with balance and grace. I cut through the clutter with surgical time and I'm guiding the breath in the place. Every inhalational, every interdimensional, shaping the rhythm with ease. I don't rush chaos, I conduct the process. Make every second agree. Where you go endless, I go exact. Every pause plays perfectly tight. Control over breath and control over death of the beat. Now I own the mic. Now back in the blast, I'm surpassing the gas, I'm lapsing the lunges, I'm level the dash. I'm running 100 a second, I'm wrecking the record, I'm shredding the track in the flash. Triplets the fragments and infinite patterns, I'm stacking the pressure insane. I'm pushing the limit of breath, till there's nothing but sound in the veins. Every ball like a spin, every word like a hit, every second a test of control. I'm turning the oxygen off, still evolving the flow.
Now breathe, I decide when you do, I define how the rhythm will move in the end. I bring it together, I tether the pressure, I center the flow and I bend. From silence to surge, I emerge with a version that perfectly fits in the frame. I don't just survive it, I drive it, I guide it, I'm writing the rules of the game. Feel every second, no wasted direction, perfection embedded in soul. Breathless attack, I don't just endure it, I make it my own.
Tempo over ecosystem, I'm hitting the rhythm with leading precision. I'm raising the rate to extreme. I'm flooding the measure with pressure. I'm stacking the patterns, I'm breaking the seams. No time to settle, I'm metal with levels. I pedal the metal, I'm gone in a blink. I'm shredding the grid with the thread of a sentence that's spinning the web. You gon' think every syllable loaded. I'm coding the overload. I'm pushing tempo to peak. The second I step in the system, I'm flipping it. Listen the moment I speak.
You overload, I recalibrate, I regulate everything set out of line. I tighten the time and the the placement, I make every second align. No wasted motion, I'm holding the focus, I'm sculpting the sound with control. I don't chase speed, I define what it means. Every beat bending into my role, from chaos to cadence, I balance the weight. I rewrite how the rhythm behaves, I don't just match it, I master the pattern, now it answers my wave.
Now break it, I overclock everything. Shock every segment, I'm sending it straight to collapse. Dribbling tempos, I'm flipping the flow to the structure, is snapping and cracking the map. I'm running irrational patterns, I'm stacking impossible fractures of speed in a chain. I'm bending the beat till it bleeds into static, you hearing the crack in the frame. Every bar overload, every word overflow, every phrase like a rupture in sound. I'm turning the system to fragments of static, no structure is left when I'm around.
Reset, now I set it exact, every segment intact, every second obeying my rule. I don't let it crash, I command the collapse, I decide how the system will move.
From overkill chaos to absolute order, I border the line of control. Now tempo is mine, every pattern defining the core of the whole. Seal it shut, no glitch, no drift, every shift now locked in my vision. Overkill system, I don't just break it, I I make the decision.
Rapid flow, detonation, I'm priming the charge and I'm starting to spark in a fraction of time. I'm blasting the cadence, cascading the phrases, I'm stacking the pattern and lines. I'm cracking the beat with a tactical speed, every syllable snapping in place. No breathing, I'm weaving a stream of extreme articulation over the space. I'm loading the rhythm with kinetic precision, I'm flipping the switch on the flow. The second I'm in it, the minute ignition is given, I'm ready to blow.
Hold it, I fold it, I sculpt it, I mold it, I make it obey what I need. I slow down the chaos and sharpen the edges and give it a surgical speed. Every syllable balance, calibrated placement, I landed exactly on time. I don't spray and pray, I design every line, every segment refined.
You rush with the rush, I adjust to construct, I conduct how the rhythm behaves. Turning fragments to form, I reform the storm, now answers my wave. Now blow it, I overloaded, exploded, I'm throwing a barrage of bars in a burst. Tripling tempos and flipping the metrics, I'm hitting the limit, then breaking it first. I'm bending the grid, I'm shredding the script. Every second is splitting in peace, I'm stacking the syllables faster and faster until all the structure releases. Every bar detonate, every word resonate, every phrase like a shockwave hit. I'm turning the track into ash in a flash, you hearing the blast when I spit.
And I bring it back tight, every line lock right, every rhyme aligned in command. Don't just finish it, manage the limits and rebuild the track as I plan. Spark to collapse, I mapped every path, now the aftermath rests in my head. I chase the explosion, I control the motion, I decide how it lands. Seal the sequence, know it thinks in names. Every lane now under my reign. Detonation complete, no, I redefine what it means.
Hyper tongue ignition, I'm flipping the switch and I'm instantly launching the ray to a blaze. Heating the beat to the fractions, I scatter the pattern, I batter the track in a maze. I'm lighting a fuse in the booth when I shoot every syllable, splitting the second in two. No room for a pause, like accelerate, laws of the tempo. I'm pushing beyond what you knew, every consonant crackle, I stack, I'm a snap, I'm back with a pack, I'm attacking the flow. I'm hitting ignition and shifting the mission, a minute, I'm in it, I'm ready to go. Ready to go, ready to go, ready to go.
Get it.
Don't get it twisted, I pivot and fix it. I'm smoothing the chaos you thought was extreme. I'm weaving the rhythm with ribbon like diction. I'm stitching it clean with a seam. Every hit intentional, minimal tension. I center the tempo with elegant aim. I bend it, I send it, I end it, depending on nothing. I'm setting the frame.
Only the noise I deploy, every choice with a poise that controls the attack. While you rush through the rush, I get just and I clutch every syllable place on the map. Now double it up, then I triple the cut it. I'm ripping the structure to rubble again. I'm running 100 a second, I'm breaking the record. I'm leveling levels within. Triplets and flipping the fragments and stacking the regular patterns and scramble the grid. I'm breaking the bracket, attacking the metric, collapsing the track where we live. Every bar a detonation, every word a celebration, every phrase a collision of pace. I'm turning the tempo to tremors and terror. You hear it and tear into space.
Can't get back, no, I like it exact. Every segment aligning, control of the scheme. I tighten the timing, refining the rhyme and designing the final regime. I don't chase speed, I command what it means. Every measure obedient, clean. From ignition to peak, close mine when I speak. I redefine what you've seen. Seal the circuit, close the loop, no escape. Every lane under rule. Hyper tongue ignition, I don't just spark it, I make it a tool.
Velocity overdrive mode. I'm loading the code, I'm exploding the flow. In the blink of a second I go. Humming the rhythm, a minimal interval syllable, stacking and snapping, I'm ready to blow. Humming the flick of the tongue when I run through 100 a second. I'm bending the grid. I'm in the state where the rate of the phrases replaces the beat when I shift the script on the pattern of panic. I'm at a mechanical cadence, I'm crafting a catastrophic cadence. I'm in the chain of a brain going this on the gain of the pace. I'm replacing the bass of a greatness. I'm in a turbo ignition, a rapid emission. The syllables ripping the fabric of sound. I'm in a zone where the tone that I own is a storm and the speed it can't slow down.
I'm in a drive that is higher, I'm lighting the fire. I'm taking the speed to a level insane. I'm in a state where I'm breaking the pattern and snapping it back till it fits in my lane. I'm in the flow where the tempo is shifting and lifting. I'm drifting ahead of the beat. I'm in the moment where every component is loading the version you never could meet. I'm not reacting, I'm acting, I'm stacking the pressure and pushing it past what you know. I'm in a chain of velocity control, I'm taking the rhythm and making it glow. Then instantly locking the speed into place, now I'm running the show.
I'm in an overrest state, I'm breaking the rate, I'm taking the tempo, I'm pushing it further. I'm in a pressure condition, I'm pushing the limits, delivering the fragments of murder. I'm in a twist of a phrase, the maze of a pace where the base of the beat gets erased. I'm in a zone where the tone that I own is a code that explodes when the rhythm is placed.
I'm in a spiral of syllables, stacking and snapping and rapping around every second I spit. I'm in a chain of a flame where the game gets erased by the rate that I'm bringing to it. I'm in a speed elevation where everything fades when I step in the zone.
mentally taking it faster again. Now I'm gone.
I'm in a full overdrive mode. I'm taking control of the speed and I'm making it move how I say. I'm in a system where every decision is driven by rhythm, my shape and I play. I'm in a flow where the pace is mine. I define every line, I refine every tone. I'm in a moment where nothing can stop me. I'm locking the drive and I'm building the flow. I'm not adjusting, I'm crushing the limit. I'm flipping the speed and I'm taking it all. The instantly sealing the overdose state, now I'm running it all.
Flow burst execution, I'm bursting the flow into fragments. I'm snapping the tempo in two. I'm hitting the trigger, delivering quicker than anything you ever thought I could do.
No hesitation, immediate detonation. I'm flooding the measure with heat. I'm breaking the pattern and scattering atoms of rhythm all over the beat. Every syllable fire in a rapid succession, aggressive compression of sound. I'm loading a burst that erupts in a second, no warning before it goes down.
You burst, I convert it to purpose. I curve it, I make every fragment alive. I gather to scatter, I pattern the matter. I bring it back perfectly timed. Every intentional, no accidental. I send it the sequence with grace. I don't just survive it, I drive it, I got it. I place every piece in its place.
From chaos to clarity, burst to authority, alter the path it will take. You trigger explosion, I focus the motion and shape it to something I make.
Now chain it, I'm raining, explosions in sections. I'm stacking the burst till it breaks. I'm doubling speed and I'm shredding the grid every second, a critical quake. Triplets and fragments and scatter mechanics, I'm scrambling patterns insane. I'm cracking the track with a rush of attack, you hearing the snap in the frame. Every bar like a blast, every word moving fast, every phrase like a shock wave hit. I'm turning the rhythm to rumble and trouble, you witnessing chaos spit.
Now ended, I blended to perfection, direction, correction. I finished the sequence precise. Now ended, I blended to perfection, direction, correction. I finished the sequence precise. I tighten the frame, I refine every flame. I decide how the energy dies.
No waste of motion, I close the equation, I hold for control at the end. From burst to execution, come deep pillaging through the pretend. Seal it clean, or the breathe left behind every line, now under my rule.
Flawless execution, I don't just ignite it.
I decide when it's through.
Speak on down and I'm entering center. I'm raising the tempo, the system to burn. I'm hitting the rhythm with kinetic precision. I'm making the circles I'll turn. No time for delay, I'm inside of the core. I'm igniting the code from within. I'm splitting the seconds, compressing dimensions. I'm bending the structure I'm in. Every syllable scorching, I'm forcing distortion. I'm torching the tempo with life. I'm building the pressure that's ready to rupture the moment I push it to drive.
Careful, I balance the that you build, I distill it, refine it to something exact. I cool down the chaos, I channel the damage, I turn it to rhythm and dance.
Every TTC level that settle the tremor, I measure the motion with ease. I don't let it break, I reshape what you make, now it flows how I please. From over those spots to control precision, I'm design the state of the core. You rush to destroy, I deploy and restore, that make it respond to me more. Now break it, I spark it, ignited, I'm striking the core till it cracks and collapses in waves. I'm stacking the speed to the circus, I'm glitching, I'm ripping the structure in phase. I'm running irrational levels of pressure, I'm shattering panels of pace. Hey, I'm turning the core into molten destruction, you hearing it melt in the bass. Every bar overheat, every word superheat, every second I'm bursting the flame. I'm turning the system to slag and a flash, no recovery left in the frame. And I take what you melted and make it my metal, I settle the chaos and shape it anew. I forge it and force it, I'm over to order, I make it refurb and pursue. Now the core is mine, redesign the line, every function obeys my control. From meltdown to mastery, rapid and clarity, I'm the one in the hole. Seal it tight, rewrite the code, no overload left to ignore. Speed, core, meltdown, I let them just survive it. I become the core. Yeah, breathless and tactic when some blessings stream with no space in between. I don't pause when I spit. Running the sentence that stretch it forever. I'm threading the pressure that's crushing the grid. No inhale, so detail derail the beat when I slide. I'm riding the rhythm, I'm driving it quicker. I'm living inside of the line. Every syllable linked in the chain with no break. I'm awake in a state of attack. I'm stacking the cadence with no hesitation, no oxygen needed for that.
You run out of air, I regulate flow, I pace it, replace it with balance and grace. I cut through the clutter with surgical time and I'm guiding the breath in the place. Every inhale, intentional, every exhale, dimensional, shaping the rhythm with ease. I don't rush chaos, I conduct the process, I make every second agree. Where you go endless, I go exact. Every pause placed perfectly tight. Control over breath is control over depth of the beat. Now I own the mic.
Woo! Now I'm back
making the blast, I'm surpassing the gas, I collapse in the lungs when I double the dash. I'm running 100 a second, I'm wrecking the record, I'm shredding the track in the flash. Triplets and fragments and infinite patterns, I'm stacking the pressure insane. I'm pushing the limit of breath, till there's nothing but sound in the veins. Every bar like a sprint, every word like a hit, every second a test of control. I'm turning the oxygen on, still evolving the flow.
Now breathe, I decide when you do, I define how the rhythm will move in the end. I bring it together, I tether the pressure, I center the flow. And I bend from silence to search, I emerge with a version that perfectly fits in the frame. I don't just survive it, I drive it, I got it, I'm writing the rules of the game. Feel every second, no wasted direction, perfection embedded in tone. Rebellious attack, I don't just endure it, I make it my own.
Rapid flow detonation, I'm priming the charge and I'm starting to spark in a fraction of time. I'm blasting the cadence, cascading the phrases, I'm stacking the pattern and lines. I'm cracking the beat with a tactical speed, every syllable snapping in place. No breathing, I'm weaving extreme of extreme echelation all over the space. I'm loading the rhythm with kinetic prison, I'm flipping the switch in the flow. The second I'm in it, the minute ignition is given, I'm ready to blow.
Hold it, I fold it, I sculpt it, I mold it. I make it obey what I need. I slow down the chaos and sharpen the edges and give it a surgical speed. Every syllable balance, calibrated at placement. I live and take exactly on time. Out of pen and pray, I design every line, every second refined. Oh, you rush with the rush, I adjust and construct, I conduct how the rhythm behaves. Turning fragments of form, I reform the storm, now it answers my way.
Now blow it. I overloaded, exploded, I'm throwing barrage of bars in a burst. Tripling tempos and flipping the metrics, I'm hitting the limit, then breaking it first. I'm bending the grid, I'm shredding the script. Every second is splitting in pieces. I'm stacking the syllables faster and faster until all the structure releases. Every bar detonate, every word resonate, every phrase like a shockwave hit. I'm turning the track into ash in a flash, you hearing the blast when I spit.
And I bring it back tight, every line locked right, every rhyme aligned in command. I don't just finish, I diminish the limits, I build the track as I plan. From spark to collapse, I mapped every path, I be at the math, rests in my hands. I don't chase the explosion, I control the motion, I'ma decide how it ends. Seal the sequence, no weakness remains. Every lane now under my reign. Detonation complete. No, I redefine what it means.
Hyper-tugging ignition, I'm flipping the switch and I'm instantly launching the rate to a blaze. Heating the beat till it fractures, I scatter the pattern, I batter the track in a maze. I'm lighting the fuse in the booth when I shoot every syllable, splitting the second in two. No room for a pause, I accelerate, loss of the tempo and push a beat up where you knew. Every constant and crackle, I stack 'em and snap 'em, I'm back with a pack of attacking the flow. I'm hitting ignition and shifting the mission, a minute, I'm ready to go.
Don't get it twisted, I pivot and fix it. I'm smooth on the chaos you thought was extreme. I'm weaving the rhythm with ribbon like diction. I'm stitching it clean with a seam. Every intentional, minimal tension. I center the tempo with elegant aim. I bend it, I send it, I end it. Depending on nothing, I'm setting the frame. I don't need the noise, I deploy every choice for the poise that controls the attack. Wow, you rush through the rush, yeah, just then I clutch every syllable placed on the map. Now, double it up, then I triple the cut. I'm ripping the structure to rebel again. Running 100 a second, the record, I'm leveling levels within.
Triplets, I'm flipping the fragments, I'm stacking the regular patterns that scramble the grid. I'm breaking the bracket, attacking the metric, collapsing the track where it live. Every bar of detonation with a celebration, every phrase a collision of pace. I'm turning the tempo to tremors and terror, you heaving and tearing the space.
Bring it back, no lock it exact. Every segment aligned to control of the scheme. I tighten the timing, my timing, my timing, the segment, the final regime. I don't check beat, I command what it means. Every measure obedient, clean. From ignition, thing to his mind when I speak, I redefine what you've seen. Seal the circuit, close the loop, no escape. Every lane under rule, hyper tongue ignition. I don't just spark it, I make it a tool.
Infinite speed protocol, I'm breaking the ceiling, I'm peeling the limit of everything known. I'm stepping beyond every measure of tempo, I'm entering zones of a show. I'm stacking the sentence that's stretching forever. I'm threading the pressure that never will drop. No ceiling to reach, no level to breach. Accelerate past every stop. Every syllable sinking in infinite linkage, extending the chain with no end. I'm building emotion that lives in perpetual proportion again and again.
You run it forever, I run it with better. I tether the infinite into design. I shape every second, I measure progression. I make every moment align. No waste extension, I rush in the action. I channel the speed in the form. I don't just allow it, I balance and guide it. I quiet the infinite storm.
From endless momentum to elegant structure, I sculpted the answer my will. You chase the infinite, I define it, refine it, and make it stand still.
Now push it, I'm crossing the border. What order is gone and the logic is lost in the pace. I'm running beyond any rational pattern. I'm phasing the flow out of space. Triplets and fragments, the infinite spirals. I'm stacking impossibly fast. I'm bending the beat till it breaks into pieces. No present, no future, no past. Every bar like a blur, every word like a surge. Every second dissolving in speed. I'm turning the timeline irrelevant. Nothing can follow the level I lead.
And I bring it to zero, I anchor the infinite. Center the cycle, I lock it in place. I finalize form, redefine, I know my restore every line in a grace. From endless to order, I order the chaos and force it to follow my rule. Now speed is a tool and I'm writing the rules of emotion, obedient, cool.
Seal the protocol in the overflow, no anomaly left to ignore. Infinite speed, I didn't just exceed it. I decide what it's for. Articulation over clock, cracking the clock of the consonant and turn beyond what is meant. I'm packing the pattern with rapid fire fragments, I'm stacking the speed till it's bent. No room for a buffer, I'm up in the number of syllables, running per second I spit. I'm splitting the grip with a rigid precision, I'm shifting the script in the blitz. Every phonetic component accelerated like a chain and attack. I'm loading the language with voltage and rage, no safety, I'm pushing it past.
You speak it as stabilize, I just balance and channel the flow into form. I filter the noise, I deliver with voice, I convert the distortion to noise. Every syllable plays with intention control to a surgical state. I don't just keep up, recalibrate past. I decide how the patterns relate from overflow chaos to order design. I align every piece in the frame, you overclock speed, I redefine need, now it answers my name.
Now break it, I max out the metric, I'm stretching the limit till circles are snapping apart. I'm running impossible patterns in fractions of seconds, I'm cracking the chart. Triplets and stutters to scramble, pluses, I'm juggling, I change the speed. I'm bending the beat till it glitches and skids, no structure left to read. Every bar overheating, every word overfeeding, every phrase like a voltage spike. I'm turning the track and the sparks in the dark, you hearing no overload strike.
Now I take control of the clock, every tick, every block, every in the command. I smooth out the spikes, rewrite all the strikes. Now it moves how I plan. From chaos to clarity, overclock mastery, I carry the balance with ease. I don't just face it, I finish the system, now everything answers to me. Seal the circuit like the rain, no instability left in the code. Articulation, overclocked, I don't just push it, I own the mode.
Yeah. Tempo, overkill system, I'm hitting the rhythm with lethal precision. I'm raising the rate of extreme, I'm flooding the measure with pressure. I'm stacking the patterns, I'm breaking the seams. No time to settle, I'm metal with levels, I pedal the metal. I'm going in the blink, I'm shredding the grid with the thread of a sentence. It's spinning a web you can't think. Every syllable loaded, I'm coding the overload. I'm pushing the tempo to peak. The second I step in the system, I flip it listens the moment I speak.
You overload, I recalibrate, I regulate everything set at a line. I tighten the time and refining the placement, I make every second align. No waste of motion, I'm holding the focus, I'm sculpting the sound with control. I don't chase speed, I define what it means. Every beat bending into my role. From chaos to cadence, I balance the weight, I rewrite how the rhythm behaves. I don't just match it, I master the pattern, now it answers my wave.
Now break it, I overclock everything. Shock every segment, I'm sending it straight to collapse. Triple in tempos, I'm flipping the flow to the structure. We're snapping and cracking the map. I'm running irrational patterns, I'm stacking impossible fractions of speed in the chain. I'm bending the beat till it bleeds in the static. You hearing the crack in the frame. Every bar load, every word overflow, every phrase like a rupture in sound. I'm turning the system to fragments and static, no structureless weapon, I'm out.
Reset now, I set it exact, every segment intact, every second obey my rule. I don't let it crash, I command the collapse, I decide how the system will move. From overflow chaos to absolute order, I border the line of control. Now tempo is mine, every pattern defined, I'm the core of the whole. Seal it shut, no glitch, no drift, every shift now left to my vision. Overflow system, I don't just break it, I made the decision. Champetito.
Yeah. Syllable machine gun, I'm dropping the drum, I'm running 100 a second, I'm straight out the gate. Clipping the consonants, cracking the pattern, I'm snapping the tempo, I'm raising the rate. No time for a breath when I step in the set, I'm ahead of the metronome, setting the tone. I'm shredding the beat with a venomous thread of a sentence, threaded with intricate zones. I'm hitting the rhythm with vision, incision, I'm splitting the visions of syllable streams. I'm stacking a million decisions in seconds, I'm bending the limits of rebel machines.
hold it, I mold it, I make it obey what I say. I listen with clarity, cheaper delivery, cutting the cutter away. Every syllable placed like a blade in a braid, until I can the cadence with grace. I glide on the grid, every hit lands clean. I don't chase, I replace.
I'm not here to spray, I'm here to aim. Redefine how the rhythm is framed. Turn chaos to order right off of the slaughter. They credit and calling my name. Back to the blast when I